Hello, my friends from the earth. How are you? Hope you are doing well. And I am back again with Devdai by Dhanushka. Today I thought of discussing about some Java related stuff, and which is a Java testing library, AssertJ. This library is a community driven open source library, and which is a fork from old Fest Java test library, and this has much more features than Fest actually. This comes with fluent APIs, and it helps to write some beautiful tests. You can see those things along with the tutorial. The way we have to write test is much more human readable. We are expressing our ideas. The flow of test is ensured with this framework. So those are the basics thing of this framework. Let's start. First, we need to have this how can I say this library. I have created a Java project with as a Maven project, and I have added the dependency of AssertJ core. There are several more libraries from AssertJ for the advanced features, but in this tutorial I am discussing about core features. Because of that, I have added only the core library, and I also added TestNG library, which is a Java testing library to execute the test. I have added that one also, and I have prepared some basic stuff for this tutorial actually. You can see my methods there. So let's go step by step, but before that I need to discuss some details about the usages of the AssertJ. AssertJ comes as a normal Java testing library, which ensures actual value is equal to the expected value. So in this case in this case we have to import assert j in a way as they have defined, like this one. It comes in the assertions package, core API package as assertions class. Then we need to go like that, assert that. Here, that is the place we are going to add the actual value, the value we are going to be tested. And let's say I have added my prepared class Bruno like that, and after that, this is the place we are going to, this is the place actually, the inside this is equal to method is the place we are going to use or place the expected value. In this case, I'm going to put the Bruno clone like that. So the test is now completed. I want to compare the Bruno object with Bruno clone. So I want to compare my Bruno object with Bruno clone. In this case, you can see I have imported assertions here like that, and I'm going to access assert that. When normally writing, I don't use that. I am going to choose for the static imports like that. So let me add the static here like this, and we can get rid of this assertion part, yeah, like that. Since assertion part is kind of a additional stuff in the test, because when we are writing test, we need to make sure we have like, how can I say, we keep the readability in the test. So in this case, I think assertions part is additional one. So most of the time, actually, if there is not very much risk having that, I keep it. Otherwise, I get rid of this one assertion part by importing static import. So this is the basis of using AssertJ library. Let's check out how can I test objects with AssertJ. As you have seen, I have already created some small test. If I run it like that, you can see now it is building, and test is about to start, initializing tests, and you can see my other tests have passed. I don't want them actually. Yeah, like that. Let's see. Yeah. Now my test is failed, because in this way we are comparing Bruno object with Bruno clone, but they are not equal because two different objects, the memory two different memory locations. Because of that reason, they are not equal, right? In this case, we cannot compare objects directly. if our requirement is to compare it like that, that will work. But they have provided some much more features like that. If you can see, is equal to is comparing field by field. In this way, uh, even though two objects are available, they are going to compare field by field. Like in this case, we have equal object, right? It's a clone. So name is equal, Bruna and Bruna, and weight is also equal, right? So now this test should be passed actually, because they are comparing the value by value. All values are equal, right? If I change this to Bruna 1, okay, my mistake, sorry, yeah. I am doing this, yeah. In this case, after that, updating the name of the dog, the test will fail because the name is not equal. As you can see, expecting value Bruna 1 in the field name, but was Bruna in dog memory object, memory location. So in this case, we cannot do that. They have a solution for this one as well. Actually, they have a solution for this one. We have method comparing only given fields. So in this case, I am going to say I don't want to compare it by name. I only want to compare it by weight. If I say this, the test will pass because I am only comparing by using given fields. Yes, test is passed. As you can see, like this, you can see there are several methods of trying out those things: ignoring given field, ignoring null fields, exactly instance of, like those instance of, like those things are available. Those are very beneficial when we are working with much larger structures, like things with inheritance interfaces, like those things. It will be very helpful to go with this kind of structures. It will help to ensure your test is strong enough to keep your code in a better way. So those are the things I want to discuss, and is not null, those are available basically actually. And this is the thing I wanted to discuss about object. Let me keep it like that, because otherwise it will only given field. Yes, so those are things I want to discuss about object. Hope you have a basic idea about testing objects using AssertJ, and after that I'm going to move with arrays and lists, because when we are working with Java, we have to use arrays and lists always, actually most of the time. So I'm going to try out this. As you can see, now I can use assert that directly because I added the static import and countries. With that, I have a different set of features. Those are not available with direct objects. There are some things available in the objects. Specifically, there are more things included in arrays and lists, because arrays and lists also objects, but it contains some different features. Those features are available to test in this assert that library, AssertJ library, sorry. So in this case, we have a feature has size. Initially we can size check. If I say I want to test this one, okay, I think I executed all. That is not what I want. Yeah, not, it is only this test executed. Yeah, as you can see, my size tested is done. And in addition to that, it has more features like contain sequence, contains, and contains value in the given index, and contains sequence and contains subsequence, like those things. So let me show those things quickly. If I say I want to check my test contains Australia, so let's give time. Yeah, yeah, test is passed. If I check it like that, the test will fail because this countries array does not contain Australia 1. So that is how the test is behaving. And the very useful thing is contain sequence. Contain sequence ensures that we have Australia, and we have sequence like that. without any problems, like that. America. If we test this one, sorry, my mistake. If we test this one, the test will pass because it contains the sequence of Australia and America without anything in the middle of them. Like if I check it like that, the test will fail because Australia and Japan is not in a sequence. They are in different places, but one after the other. In that case, they have provided contain subsequence. In this way, we can test two different objects, but they are in the order, in some order, in the given order actually, in the list. In this case, test will pass because contain subsequence works much different way than contain sequence. And in addition to that, it contains some other helpful method. Contains exactly, we can provide what are the things exactly should be included in the exact order in this array. And there are some useful things, includes in any order, and contains only, and contains only once, contains only null, like those things available. And if we go back, we have is empty, hash size, and there are lots of supporting methods. Those can be used based on your requirement, but there are some methods we have to use frequently actually, because those are the basic stuff, like contains exactly in any order, contains null, contains only. Those things will go uh, frequently with objects and tests. So let me keep it some working method like that, contains only. I know this test will fail, but I just wanted to make sure there is no errors. And those are the things I want to discuss mainly. But I think I forgot. Start with we can provide some sequence like that. We can give sequence there actually, but I want to make sure uh, we are doing some small stuff here, right? So it is start with. Now this test will pass because the list, or actually not list, the array starts with Russia. And if I give it like that, it will pass because we know the array starting sequence is like that. That is the way test is, that method is designed, right? It's like that. And with that, I'm going to stop the things. Actually, I have to discuss about arrays and lists.